Friend, today we are going to talk about the Carnot cycle operations. The system inside the cylinder has an initial volume and initial pressures as indicated by the state point 1 on PV diagram. This is our PV diagram, pressure versus volume diagram, in which this is the state 1 and this one is the state 2, and there is a isothermal heat addition process occur. So the heat get added into the cylinder. This is you can call it a combustion chamber, or you can call it usually a cylinder in which the heat is added from the outside. Q heat is added from the outside. So the heat is added in isothermally, because isothermal means there the constant temperature heat addition process occurred, and during this process the working substance air expands isothermally from state 1 to state 2. This is our state 1 and this one is our state 2. So at constant temperature, state 1 the gases get expanded from state 1 to state 2. So this is our state 1. Isothermally heat addition is occur at that time, so the process is gonna occur, and due to the expansion of the gases, the expand gases applying the pressure on the piston, and the piston goes toward downward actions, and there is no adiabatic valve present right now, so the not heat can go inside the cylinder also, and there is no rejection occur at that time, because there's some emission of heat is occur at that time. That is called to be the, therefore the efficiency of a Carnot cycle is it decreases because there is the heat rejection occur, but at constant temperature heat rejection occur in this diagram. So process 2 to 3 is a reversible adiabatic compression. Adiabatic cover is brought in contact with the cylinder head. During this process, the working substance is allowed to expand adiabatically so that its temperature becomes T2. So this is our 2 to 3. In the 2 to 3 is adiabatic expansion. Adiabatic means there is no interaction with the surrounding. That means there is, when heat cannot enter the cylinder or not rejected from the cylinder, that means Q is not possible. Heat rejection or heat coming inside the cylinder is not possible, and both the valves are closed, and the 2 to 3 the volume is increases, not very much volume increases. There's a very less volume is increased, and due to the increase in the volume, piston goes toward downward direction, and the volume of the flue gases get increased here, and due to the increase in the volume there is no heat interaction occurs. The temperature doesn't goes down, the pressure is goes down. Change in the temperature occur without the interaction with the surrounding. The temperature is goes flow T2, because the volume is inversely proportional to temperature. As we decreases the volume or increases the volume, temperature varies inversely, so the temperature is get decreased and goes to a T2. And the process 3 to 4 is the reversible adiabatic isothermal heat rejection. Adiabatic cover is removed and heat sink is brought in contact with the cylinder head. The working substance is compressed isothermally, thus transferring heat Q2 to the heat sinks at T2. This is our pressure and volume curves, and you can see here there is pressure. There is a state 3 and a state 4. In the state 3 or state 4 there is a heat rejection occur. That means heat is get rejected from the cylinder, and heat is get rejected from the cylinder, and there is the heat rejection occur, and Q2, this one is Q2. And from state 3 to state 4, the piston goes toward upward direction, and the inlet valve is get closed. Here you can see there is the valve is not closed because there is no fuel coming inside the cylinder, and the outlet valve is get opened so that the flue gases go outward, and the compressed fuel is getting hot due to the decrease in volume. As I said earlier, as we decreases volume or temperature is inversely proportional to each other, so the volume of the cylinder is getting decreases and the temperature increases, and when the temperature is getting increased, so the spark is getting, when the spark plug ignite the fuel, and the flue gases go out from the cylinder, and the flue gases applying the pressure on the piston. And after the state, we are going toward the state 4. In the state 4 to 1, this is state 4 and this one is the 1. In the state 4 to state 1, the outlet valve get open and the flue gases and the burn gases goes out from the cylinder. And this is our state 4 to state 1. There is adiabatic compression occurs. Adiabatic compression means there is no interaction between the surrounding heat rejection or heat coming into the cylinder is not possible. Process 4 to 1 reversible adiabatic compression is occurred. The adiabatic cover is again brought in contact with the cylinder head and the system is compressed adiabatically. During this process, the temperature of the system is raised to T1 from T2 and it is brought its initial state. So this is our state 4 and this one is the first stage and the initial state, you can also call it. And this is the pressure and volume curve as you know earlier. So this is our combustion chamber and both the valves are get closed in this step, and the cover, the adiabatic cover, is again come in contact with it. There is no heat rejection occurs, there is no inlet heat, there is no heat rejected from the cylinder or come inside the cylinder. And this is the final state, or you can call this state 1. In this state, the combustion chamber is its initial state and the process is completed, and the burnt gases throw out from the cylinder and the outlet valve is open and the inlet valve is closed, and the Carnot cycle is completed right now.